Tractor Kings, we did it. We have survived another year. Woo! Hog Chute 17, this thing just gets better and better every year. Ho! All right, I got a quick poem. This is not my poem. It is not an original poem. This is a poem by E.E. Cummings. And I feel like it's just kind of funny, and it's light, and it's like perfect to end the night on this kind of poem. Thank you. Mr. Use needn't be so spry concerning questions arty. Each has his taste, but as for I, concerns a different party. Give me the He-Man solid bliss, and for use, ideas, I'll match use. A pretty girl who naked is worth 1,000,000 statues. Ladies and gentlemen, Hog Chute 17, Tractor Kings! Woo!
I'll build you a fire and burn it for you. We'll ride like lightning or sleep if we want. We're never talking money. We don't have to talk.
Thanks, everybody. Sleep tight.
Surprise, not a bloody bit. Threw me to the curb, accused, throwing a fit. Now you want me back. You're gonna change your ways now that I'm high on the hog. That's the way that it stays. But now you know just what's required. I'm a different kind of dude in the way that I'm wired. You can admit guilt, you can come and cry. That attitude, miss, it just won't fly. I guess in the scheme of things, spark lovers with diamond rings still bleed the fifth and pull the strings. That I'm on top, bet that it stings. But now you know just what's required. I'm a different kind of dude in the way that I'm wired. You can admit guilt, you can come and cry. That attitude, miss, it just won't fly. Spill them beans. Got a look on your face, yeah, I know what it means. Ain't clever, you never knew. Had a million bones, wouldn't sell you a clue. But now you know just what's required. I'm a different kind of dude in the way that I'm wired. You can admit guilt, you can come and cry. That attitude, miss, it just won't fly. Sipping wine and drinking beer. Trailer ain't full, but you damn near. Got a washer, a dryer, an old kitchen stove. Recouped the gas full of miles we drove. Well, I got a lead, but we better hustle. You can't come along, 'cause I could use some muscle. There was a fire last night and total loss. Just grab any copper that we come across. Well, I never drain free, I'm done cut converters. Some of these losers get away with murder. Just obey the law and the scrap the code. Grab a pair of gloves and you hit the road. I don't work for beer money, hell, I'm paying the rent. When you're down, the brass tacks bound their heaven sent. 'Cause they pay 10 times what steel does. Yeah, 4 times aluminum, I think it was. Well, it started in the 90s with the tech boom bust. Saw table red and black for Silverado and Rust. Mom and Jack weren't keeping us off the street. The ends are so far apart they could never meet. Play it, boy.
You can read it later.
All right. What are you laughing at, Aaron? We're back here. Brad Handsome here in East Urbana, Illinois. Well, let me put my music on pause. We're shooting the shit. It's
Hello.
What day is it? It's December 31st, New Year's Eve, 2020. This fucking god-awful year is going to be coming to a close very
And
soon.
remember how excited we were. We loved that number, 2020. It was so
20.
exciting.
It seemed really round. 2020 vision, all of that
Everybody
stuff.
had those cool
Oh,
glasses.
by the way, with
Yeah.
me here is Aaron Erdman,
Hello.
as usual. Owner and proprietor of Page Roasting, coffee
no need
roasters
for a
extraordinaire. We're going to do a little bit of a plug. And I can do a plug because I don't drink coffee. I hear it's very good. I can't personally vouch for it, but
Well, thanks very much.
yeah, so there's a
Thanks a
ringing
lot.
endorsement there. So we're looking forward to 2021.
We
Anything
are.
you want to do? 2021? Get vaccinated?
I would like to get vaccinated. There's some vacation spots I'd like to hit, like
Yeah.
water.
It would be nice. Yeah, I know you're partial to the water.
Yeah.
But, I'm a landlocked Midwestern farm boy.
So what are you hoping for?
I'm hoping to get down to the creek.
What kind of creek we're talking about?
The creek, the water. That's the kind of water a country boy knows.
I didn't know that there was a creek close by that's swimmable.
Man, there's creeks everywhere.
Yeah, but what kind of creek? Is it some kind of nuclear creek or?
No, swimmable is a state of mind.
Please.
Yeah, I think it's
Tell
true.
me more about these cricks, though.
Well, we'll tell you a little bit more about cricks and I don't know any other rural bodies of water.
And crickets, perhaps.
Perhaps crickets. Let me tell you a little bit right now, though, about Clayton's. So our good buddy Clayton Deering, he's out there somewhere tonight. We hope he's having a happy 2021, ringing it in with us. I'm going to play a song of his that I heard him play once, years and years ago, probably at a snake pit down at the Loose Cobra. If you're just tuning in, you don't know anything about us. We host a second Sunday of the month singer-songwriters snake pit. What's up? Tell me, Aaron, what's up?
No.
Do you have something to share with the class?
No, I don't have anything. Wait, I can.
No, it's okay. Anyway, I heard Clayton play this song at the singer-songwriter snake pit a while back, and I fell in love with it, as I do with all the Clayton songs that he plays for me. And this one is called Dance on My Grave. So we're going to listen to this one. We're going to come back. We're going to read some tarot cards, perhaps take your calls. If you're lucky, maybe we'll have another round of our hit segment, Trivia Together. Do you remember Trivia Together?
Of
it was
course
a big
I
hit
do.
last time,
It was
so
a
I think we
big
may
hit,
try it
yes.
again. Okay.
We have a special guest lined up as well.
Do we?
We do.
Oh, nice. I can't wait. That's right. I remember our special guest. So this is going to be a good one, folks. So sit tight. We're going to play some music. We're going to leave you before the countdown for midnight so that you can get close to your sweetie pie. Get ready for that midnight kiss. But for now, we've got some music. So once again, here's Clayton Burke, Dance on My Grave.
Dance on my grave, dance on my grave. Don't be hurt when I'm in the dirt. Dance on my grave. Well, I've had such a lovely time in such an ordinary life. Even though I'm checking out, doesn't mean there should be any doubt that the party goes on and on if we all keep us singing along. Don't be strange, say you'll still misbehave and dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Don't get down when I'm underground. You dance on my grave. Say you'll have another round. Say you'll burn the whole place down and shoot that whiskey with a smile and show your ass once in a while. But if you get sad and alone, you best leave yourself at home. Send me off right, come on and get tired. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Don't be hurt. on my grave when I die. I'll be there and I won't care. Come on and dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Don't hold a grudge when I'm in the mud. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. God damn it. Breaking out the push broom, pushing off the concrete, steady rhythm, brother taught me. Been a few years now, still doing things the same way. Watch the Charlie creep across the yard, and all the volunteers that have elected. And it's strange, so many do well when neglected. 'Cause I'm on the back porch, fogging up the windows, feeling destitute, eating cold potatoes. All the while about a younger love and all the falsehood we started. Beneath that pine tree, our names were carved in. Cup my hands and light my smoke up, shaking my head. We were bad kids, still got those memories and her dad's black jacket. Meanwhile I'm on the back porch, fogging up the windows, feeling destitute, eating cold potatoes. Saw a bug on its back, really trying. Walked over, flipped it with my boot till. Been a while, it hasn't moved. I think I really spooked it. Well, that's life on the back porch, fogging up the windows, feeling destitute, eating cold potatoes. On the back porch, fogging up the windows, feeling destitute, eating cold potatoes. Feeling destitute, eating cold potatoes.
Hey, all right, folks. So that was Mr. Clayton Burke. 2 songs, Dance on My Grave and then Cold Potatoes. I found both of those on his SoundCloud page. So we are listening to some tunes tonight. We're hoping to ring in a much better 2021 than we've had a 2020. So we hope you will too. We're going to play some more music, and periodically throughout tonight we're going to break to some of our hit segments. So we're going to do that tonight for our first segment, which is a crowd-pleasing favorite that I think everybody's going to be looking forward to, and we're going to be doing another tarot reading. So once again, I want to assure everybody that Aaron and I don't know much about tarot. We have some tarot cards here. We have a computer in which we can look up what your tarot card might mean. Other than that, we're going to be kind of bullshitting it, as we would. But we do hope that as we pull cards tonight for you, if you want to have a card read for yourself, you can go ahead and make a request in the chat, or you can call us up, and we would be happy to do that for you. But tonight we have a very special first target for our first tarot reading, and that is Mr. Jake. We all know old Jake.
We love him.
A man of mystery.
So, Jake, we're going to ask you to really kind of focus your energy towards the southern segment of Urbana. Just really think
right
about
around
us.
Meadowbrook Park.
Yeah,
just kind of focus your energy right there.
Right there, and then we're going to split the deck for you. And, Brad, why don't you do the honors?
Okay, so I'm going to cut the deck for you, Jake. Go ahead and stack it back on top. Bring it here to the center. Okay. So now we're going to turn over the card, and we're going to find out what the fates hold in store for you tonight. Looks like we have, what even is this? This is the 9 of Pentacles.
Indeed.
The 9 of Pentacles. So it looks to me on the card that we have a figure of a woman. She's wearing a long flowing robe. It seems to have, what does it have on there? It has flowers on the robe. It's a nice yellow card. Big yellow sky. There's some trees in the background, a lot of foliage, and around her seem to be gathered 9 circular pentagram or pentacle symbols. On her finger is perched a bird. So to me, if I was to guess, I'm a layman here. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to guess this maybe is a positive card. It seems to me like it's a pretty cheerful one, and I hope that it means good things for Jake. But Aaron, maybe you could tell us, what does this mean for Jake? What can he expect in 2021?
The key words here are abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, and independence. The more thorough description, which isn't that long, don't worry, and we're not keeping you for that long. The 9 of Pentacles shows a well-dressed woman standing in a beautiful garden. She wears a flowing golden robe and a red beret, signs of her wealth and social status. The vines behind her are heavy with grapes and golden coins, representing the fruitful accomplishments of all her desires and efforts. Her right hand rests upon one of many coins, and her fingers wrap around the purple grapes on the vine, symbolizing her healthy relationship with money and her friends. She can enjoy the fruits of her labor without overdoing it. A hooded falcon sits calmly on her left hand, signifying the woman's intellectual and spiritual self-control. Far in the background is a large house, presumably belonging to the woman herself, a further signal of her abounding wealth and potential in prosperity.
Well, I think that sounds really good for Jake.
I think
he's going to have a good year coming up.
Yeah.
The Tractor Kings, they just released a new album this past fall. I think it was around
Which might
September.
be a huge hit,
Could be a huge hit. I think it's going to be.
I mean, I tell everybody I know about it personally.
Well, I do too. And everyone you run into, you got to say, have you heard that Tractor Kings album yet?
I mean, to you
Virgo's
personally, I
Fall.
say, hi, I'm Aaron. Have you heard of the
It's kind of
Tractor
astrological
Kings?
itself in its title, Virgo's
Of course.
Fall. I'll have to ask him what that means. I'm sure he's got a nice explanation that he'd love to tell me about. So, Jake, we're thinking of you. We hope you have a great 2021. We hope to see you really soon. In the meantime, we're going to go back and play some music. This is a couple cuts from somebody who I know is one of Jake's personal friends that I think we're all really sad to have lost to this 2020. One of the truly worst events, one of the worst things that happened probably in this year was the loss of Miss Angie Heaton. Somebody I have to say I didn't know personally well, but I know touched basically everybody I know. Everybody had the kindest words to say about Angie. So we had her play with our old friends, the Fights, at the Chute Opry in 2019, I believe, in the spring, which was a fantastic set, and I'm thankful that we still have it and we can share it with you. So we're going to play a couple cuts from Angie Heaton and the Fights here up next. You can find the rest on hogchute.bandcamp.com if you're interested in hearing more. But I think I can speak for most people here in Champaign that we will miss Angie Heaton in 2021. So we're thinking of everybody who knew Angie well, and we wish you the best as well.
It is weird. Well, they told me I was born a sinner, but that it was never my fault. They taught me all about loving and giving, but sometimes life just comes to a halt. And I just hope when I get to heaven's state line, they don't pull me over and pour out my wine. They don't search my trunk for all of my sins. They say you're precious. Go on. Well, I've tried and I've tried to be a good girl, but I haven't always done what's right. Had my heart broke and my bones broke and then some, but I'd still never choose to fight. And I just hope when I get to heaven's state line, they don't pull me over and pour out my wine. They don't search my trunk for all of my sins. They say you're precious. Go on. So I went to the preacher and I told him what I had done. He said, girl, don't you go on confusing what's a sin, what's having a little fun. Thank you very much. Is Jake around? This song goes out to Jake. Little Jake. This is our last song. It's called God-Shaped Hole. Got a God-shaped hole in my soul. Got a God-shaped hole in my soul. Got a God-shaped hole, so God, you better get here. I got a God-shaped hole in my soul. Woo! Got worried and troubled thoughts. Got worried and troubled thoughts. Well, I'm worried and troubled, so God, you better get here. I got worried and troubled thoughts. Long lost lover on my mind. I got a long lost lover on my mind. Got a long lost love, so God, you better get here. I got a long lost lover on my mind. I'm gonna beg that lover to come back home. I'm gonna beg that lover to come on back home. Gonna beg that lover to come, so God, you better get here. I'm gonna beg that lover to come on back home. Thank you. We are Angie Heaton and the Fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hog Shoot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're rolling along. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Sean. I'll be the MC introducing these beautiful bands all night. I'm so excited. I've waited 932 days since the Hog Shoot in June. I don't know how days work. I want to read some poetry here and there. So here's the first one. I just wrote it. It's called Hog Shoot Harvest 2017. It's about right now, today, this second. We've got diamonds in our eyes and hope against hope, like lovers under moonlight, and we're gonna have ourselves a time. The underside of Eden, cracked sky big and mean and discontent, while senators play a blood-soaked 18 and flags bicker in harsh wind. But we've got diamonds in our eyes and a little slice of love. The sunshine, proud and powerful, our belief open and without termination. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourself a round of applause. Hog Shoot Harvest 17, baby. Woo! Yeah. Goddamn Colonel James presents Ho!
intended as a brat. 'Cause no one goes bananas about a life in Indiana. Found so many highs and lows for a place so flat. I don't blame it on the weather, I just get myself together enough to make it through another crazy day. I don't say it like I mean it, since I only wanna scream it. Living life is always harder when you're sane. So take these good intentions, throw them in the trash can. Lose my inhibitions, gonna be a bad man. Why'd they make the good life so damn hard to do? Oh darling, there's a bad man loving you. Intentions, throw them in the trash can. Lose my inhibitions, gonna be a bad man. Why'd they make the good life so damn hard to do? Oh darling, there's a bad man loving you. I get tired of trying to figure out all the stuff I think about instead of sleeping in my bed at night. And that bread that wasn't leavened never got me close to heaven, whether all that wine I drank was red or white. Can't tell another story if I only aim for glory and the stars never align the way I hoped. So I didn't get to win it, but there's a million ways to finish. Where am I gonna leave this pile of lazy bones? So take these good intentions, throw them in the trash can. Lose my inhibitions, gonna be a bad man. Why'd they make the good life so damn hard to do? Oh darling, there's a bad man loving you. Oh darling, there's a bad man loving you.
You little piggy with a red tie on. You little piggy, it's got a bright new bone. And polished with fear and corporate slime. Yeah, he whispers in your ear. Yeah, this is war all the time. little piggy is gonna build a wall. And while you stuff your faces at a shopping mall, and he suckered the poor, they ain't getting a dime. He says you work for me now, and this is war all the time. And little piggy bought some brand new boots, and for you he buy an orange jumpsuit. And you're knocking on your door 'cause the skin's a crown. Says, don't you understand, boy, that this is war all the time.
Staggered into town, couldn't explain, reconfigured his brain, tattooed, took it for another line. No, he told him all the time, disgrace the family name. Home on the range where the middle cattle and the antelope play. Chrome monumental and strange, we These days the sun can't set too soon. Feeling like a rooster won't crow till noon. Can't say it makes me all that proud. Early birds sing way too loud. For the horse's mouth pour another drink. You can lead a man to whiskey, but you can't make him think. Find a bar stool on his own, go crying all the way back home. Chase the same damn rabbit around this tree. It's not a habit, it's just another way to be. Keep running around chasing sticks, 'cause you can't teach an old dog tricks. Try and put the foot in the other shoe. What works for me maybe ain't gonna work for you. So don't tell me that I need to quit, 'cause I'm happy as a pig in shit.
Acid rain, there's coal dust in the air. Sludge in the water and there's coal ash everywhere. Well, the newsman says to drink it, the water's good. But Big Ed Law says he can taste it in his food. Acid rain, the bitter tears of an angry God. Father always says kids will spoil if you spare the rod. And it's a hard love lesson, kids, the hand that beats you down. Sometimes the love of God, it'll put you in the ground. Hallelujah, all the choirs sing, but hallelujah, it don't seem to mean a goddamn thing to me. Ash to ash and dust to dust returns. I got an 82 Ford and half just before they closed up the lid. Me and the others, we carried the box. I almost fell down in the rocks. I took her out and laid her low in the ground. And nothing you could do but watch. Honey, some say the dead will walk again. And I hope it's true, but not about you. House is quiet, nobody around. Lit the gas and I burned it all down. Windows busted, the sky turned black. I got the car and I drove out of town. Time was burning, I threw out the map. It hit the window of a Cadillac. I revved the engine up the mountain ahead. Where I'm headed, there's no coming back. Unless honey, the dead will walk again. Well, I hope it's true, but not about you. Honey, some say the dead will walk again. Well, I hope it's true, but not about you. They write my name in the book of the dead. The priest signs a cross on my head. Look close enough and you might even see a little smile before they close up the lid. Honey, some say the dead will walk again. Well, I hope it's true, but not about you. Oh, honey, some say the dead will walk again. And I hope it's true, but not about you.
I'm gonna live like I'm in an old movie. I'll have the other actors send letters to me. I'll open them up with the old movie morning sun. The people I know dress like people on TV. They'll head the other direction when they happen to see me. They know better than to ruin my shot, whether they like it or not. There's a movie going on
We don't know it yet, but I'm coming home. Too long on this West Coast, and I start to feel it in my bones. So before you make a decision that I regret, I'm packing up my bag and heading back to you. There's a chill in the wind I can no longer stand. Well, it must be that ocean, darling, I was handling with gray seas and silo islands, bronze like cruise ships on their way to harbor, and there's you, just a teenager on that widow's wall, ready to retire. Lots of hope and a letter in the mail to tell me your love can wait forever. You don't know it yet, but I'm coming home to you. Just a train delayed for a postal card repair. With a letter that I won't ever read. You know I could die if I had, 'cause I'm coming home to you. Honey, I'm coming home. Empty rows of orchard with watercolor trees. Tractor pulls you back to me. We fortify, we thicken thickets, we wanna wet things. Till spring thawed, flash floods flow, they find us and wash us out to sea. They find us and wash us out to sea. I just can't figure you out.
All right. The fights. The thoughts.
Actually, my favorite all-time band
Yeah?
of Champaign-Urbana.
Well,
of
you told
course.
me you have some really fond memories of being around those guys as they were recording that early album.
Oh, that's
yeah?
right. Of course. I mean,
Yeah.
that's when I met most of them, in fact.
I didn't know them for so long, and they everybody kept talking about them. I got to admit, I was a little jealous at how much clout these fights guys had. These
I think you should have been
Urbana
jealous, yeah.
kids. We were over there in Monticello, and we listened to their stuff, and I was really jealous. I was like, oh, they're really good. So I was really intimidated by the fights, honestly, for a long time.
Well, they're not the most intimidating folk. They're very warm and embracing, but they are the cool kids.
That's the great story. Is we had a show at the Monticello Bowl one winter. I think it was in February or something.
Is this
around
a
there.
bowling alley? Or?
It's a bowling alley, the Monticello Bowl. It's a big venue in town, as you can guess. So we booked a fight there, booked a show there. We booked a fight. We had a fight. They cleared out the alleys.
Who fought?
Well, it was me versus Clayton.
Yeah,
And
right.
then it was Matt versus Cole. So it was Neoga and the fights. And we had a really great night that night. Dave broke my bass drum. He kicked right through it. And he took my, he was really apologetic because Dad didn't know me at that point in time, really. But he was able to turn my floor tom on the side and use that as the kick drum. It was a really interesting kind of setup for old Dad. He's a great improv.
Well, clearly you've remembered
kind
this.
of drummer.
Do you think
Well,
you're
I
stirring
think,
up some
no,
old
these
shit
guys
here,
remember
or?
this. No, I'm not
So you're
stirring
just,
up any
you're just
shit.
shooting the shit.
I'm shooting the shit. These guys all remember that. I think Cole and I have talked a lot about that, and like Cole reminisces with me a lot about that. About, oh man, that was a great show, and like, yeah, it was a real turning point, I think, for kind of the hog shoot sort of community,
Family,
the
yeah.
family. It really kind of grew after that.
Well,
point,
and also
you
what
know?
an innovative way to use, to kind of turn a potentially bad situation upside down.
Well, there's no bad situation.
No, I mean when
Nice.
a drum breaks,
Well,
and then to
yeah,
turn it
it's
out
not-
to the
that
smooth
drum, the bass drum head hadn't been changed since I was probably in like ninth grade.
Oh, so it was
It
due.
was due
It
for a
was
breaking,
due, so
and I
maybe
set 'em up.
this was a favor.
It was a bit of sabotage, some might say. Another interpretation of the scene might say it was
I
sabotage.
absolutely
so anyway,
love that.
we love the fights. Clayton says they were over here laughing about that. So I'm glad everybody remembers that. That was a great night. A good night of years past. It's been a difficult year as far as making new memories like that. It's a little bittersweet to listen back to some of these old recordings and think about being out in the barn with all the friends and all the old and new.
What do you think
the
about this coming
musicians.
year? Like, are we going to plan for a fall?
Well,
hog shoot?
we can't really plan for anything, but my hopes are that we could do something in 2021
Yes,
based on
indeed.
vaccinations, based on whatever happens. But I hope that everybody out there, all my friends that are making music, keep making music.
Well, hey-
I know I'll try my best to.
I think the doctor might be in need of a reading here.
The doctor?
Really quick.
Who's the me? The doctor?
The me, yeah.
The very serious doctor?
The very serious doctor,
Oh,
indeed.
Okay, so we're gonna go. I guess we're gonna do a tarot reading for myself. We're gonna see here, kind of what the future holds for me personally, which I'm very excited about. Aaron's gonna go ahead and do the honors, I suppose. So we're gonna switch over here. I once again want to remind anybody listening that neither of us know how to do tarot. So this is a bit
Full
exploratory.
disclaimer, yeah.
We're going to just read a really basic description. And I'm sure that we will have some insight from what the spirits may provide me with. So I've got some crystals. You can't see it. I'm off camera, but I've got crystals gathered all around me. I have all kinds of occult paraphernalia, even some Catholic paraphernalia. If I'm going
And
to be
indeed,
perfectly
I am
honest, got my
truly
rosary
wearing,
beads
I am
here.
wearing a spiritual
Holy water.
robe.
She is wearing a spiritual robe. We've been watching the FX series What We Do in the Shadows recently, and so she's kind of taking up a vampire chic sort of wardrobe for
Laszlo?
the evening. Laszlo? Guillermo.
No,
Yeah.
you don't call for Guillermo.
I don't. Who I call for
No,
Guillermo?
Laszlo and Guillermo have no relationship.
No. Okay. Whatever.
It's barely any
All right.
relationship.
Cut my cards, please.
Anyway, no, it's
I'm
you.
desperate to know the future.
Because
I
you're
have to cut
here.
it. I have. Oh, that's right. It's
Only
personal.
because you're here.
All right, so I'm cutting the cards here. Stack them back on top. And we're going to turn the card and see what it holds for me. Looks like it is the 3 of sticks, which I can never remember what the actual suit is. So I just call it the sticks.
We're going to call it wands.
I think it's the wands.
That's the
I think you're right.
professional.
All right, 3 of wands.
All right. Well, what do you see when you look at that card? What does it make you feel?
I see a man in a long robe. Everybody in the tarot deck seems to be wearing long robes. Nobody's wearing like anything like sensible, nice slacks, nice shirt. There's a lot of garment.
I would disagree. I think robes are actually much more sensible. They
But
let
no,
you breathe.
there's so many elements to this outfit. There's first of all, the red robe, big, luxurious, roomy, I would say. We can't make out anything about this man's build. If we were asked to name him for like a crime in a lineup, I couldn't tell you the first thing about him because he's also facing away. He's also wearing, it seems, a green cape over the robe. And you got it, folks. He's wearing like some kind of polka dot black and white sash. He's holding one wand.
Which is really just a big stick.
And that is just before him. It's a big stick. It raises above his head. He is surrounded by 2 others. He's standing on a coastline, and he's looking out to, like a river or a sea or lake or something like that, body of water.
Honestly, your reading of the card has been incredibly spot on.
Has it?
And I think that your initial comment speaks volumes because your initial comment was something like not a sensible outfit, not slacks, not whatever. Really, the definition of this card is that it speaks to planning for a future with safety and predominantly comfort. So I think what you have to do is let go of the slack lifestyle.
I would love to let go
you need to embrace,
of the slack lifestyle.
You need to embrace the robe
Folks,
lifestyle.
I wear a lot of slacks. I would love to wear a lot more robes.
Exactly right. So this shows that your plans are now well underway to pursuing this future of safety and comfort.
Oh, nice.
And that you're considering even more opportunities to expand your current strategy and maximize your ultimate potential.
I'm going to become like the dude in 2021, it sounds like.
Everything is progressing steadily and as expected thanks to your solid preparation and ongoing drive.
I love it.
The 3 of Wands signals the many chances available to you to broaden your horizons through study, travel, enterprise, and further learning. You're becoming more aware of the opportunities that exist for you right now that are right in front of you, and there are even more to come. To take advantage of this potential, you must stay committed to your path and be prepared to stretch beyond your comfort zone, knowing that your best hopes lie outside of the current stability.
Well, I love this card for 2021. I got to say, and you're talking about my potential, and
I'm not kidding.
Here, I think it's going to be my hit radio show. I honestly do. Like, here we go.
I'm hoping that it's a love of seafood.
What do they say on the YouTube? Is smash that like button, subscribe, blah blah blah. I don't know. So anyway, we're gonna play a couple more songs. It sounds like in the chat that Julie Bumpus is reporting that Kelly needs a tarot reading.
Oh, Kelly, you are next
so
up.
You're going to be next up. We're going to play
Give
just
it
a
about
couple
15
songs.
minutes,
Give us a
yeah.
couple minutes. We're probably going to have a little step outside nicotine fix break. But once again, thanks for joining us tonight, New Year's Eve. We're going to get back into some music. What do I got up next? We just heard Manzanita Bones, some friends of mine who grew up just outside Monticello. And we're going to go to, how about a St. Louis back-to-back class act here. We're going to go with a little bit of Jack Grelly from the Chute Opry Live 2018, followed by some Les Gruff and the Billy Goat 2 acts from St. Louis. We've been proud to have come join us in the barn. All right, join us. We'll be back soon.
I'm not fit for these walls, built for me to climb. You wore me out, 'cause you've been running me around. After all I've sweat, criticize me when I sit down. No matter what I do, leave me out of your heart and mind. It's time to fit for these walls, fit for me to climb. Perhaps in my younger days could have kept up with a woman like you. I've been hurt a few times. You don't care what I've been through. Your expectations for me could have been met when I was in my prime. Time to fit for these walls, fit for me to climb. Say that you love me, that I only worry. I only worry when my gut tells me that something just isn't right. I'm fit for these walls, I'm in, oh, I'm never like my feet on the ground, in case I get swept up, I just smile. Ask you for what is yours, just know that I already gave you mine. I'm not fit for these walls, fit for me to climb.
Phone in the station, that day looks pretty mean. Squinting at you as a son, you ain't paid your fee. Reach in your pocket, but it's just full of lint and an old bus ticket, so you smile and squint. You ain't punched your ticket. You ain't punched your ticket. You ain't punched your ticket, so you know you ain't getting away. You're thinking you'd have one or two, up to the plate with a swing in your favorite brew. Then one or two turn to 3 or 4 more, and you know pretty soon you'll be mopping the floor. You really punched your ticket. Well, you punched your ticket. Well, you punched your ticket, so you know you ain't getting away. But you know you've been drinking too long. Reach for your wallet, then you notice a song was wrong. You're all out of cash, so you dash for the door, but the big bad bouncer knocks you straight on the floor. You really punched your ticket. Punched your ticket. Really punched your ticket. Punched your ticket. Really punched your ticket, so you know you ain't getting away. Stumbling home and you're thinking maybe you're gonna quit. Fumble the keys so you try one, it just doesn't fit. Then your old lady comes, she starts to scream and a shout, and she chucks the old things and she kicks you right out. She really punched your ticket. Punched your ticket. Well, she punched your ticket. Punched your ticket. Well, she punched your ticket, so you know you ain't sleeping tonight. Well, you punched your ticket. Punched your ticket. Well, you punched your ticket. Punched your ticket. Well, you punched your ticket, so you know you ain't catching a train.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cara Louise Band. They get it? Woo!
Battle down his written man, he's breathing fire. Watching John Wayne again and a TV tray dinner. One night he illuminates leather, sweat, and smoke. He reaches for his pipe and laughs at his own joke. I escape outside, but I know that I'll be followed, telling me on the front porch swing that I ain't good enough to bother. Living my dream, but it seems like he's the world's best father. He wants to see the worst in me and remember I'm his daughter. And I miss my mother's voice, the question where we were gonna go. Sung in such a simple song, and now the answer I don't know. It's such a distant memory now, sometimes I wish you'd leave. So the hope that I keep on clinging to won't seem like make-believe, won't seem like make-believe. Takes all I can to make it down our old endless gravel road. One day at a time I'll make way from my future plans and goals. So that really keeps me here is a love I can't deny. I learned to live without her, and with what's left of him I'll try. His boots have dried, they're caked in clay, they set beside the door. His body fully clothed, he sleeps. I'm the safest when he snores. Lay my head down what I should and forget what I live for. It takes some time to understand when a haunted house is yours. And I think back on my mother's voice saying, close your eyes, you see. Singing me a lullaby till I could finally feel some peace. It's such a dizzy memory now, sometimes I wish he'd leave. So the hope that I keep on clinging to won't seem like make-believe, won't seem like make-believe. My body's
Hey, thank you. Thank you. What a cool night. What a cool night to be a part of. Thanks so much for having us, guys.
Just in time to watch it roll by. The last one for the night. Guess I rest here in the station. You know I've never seen Dayton in the light. Hey there, buddy, can I borrow your cell phone? There's no booth here anymore, and I memorized the number to some area code you've never seen before. And if you're worried I want to steal it, here, take both my shoes. Where I'm heading, it's just too far to walk, but I need to get to where it is I'm going to, because my heart it's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. Let's build this bridge and see it through. You know, I'm really glad that you picked up. We're both so difficult to reach. And I've been having a rough go too, but I didn't call you just to give you a speech. Have you ever been to Dayton? It's really not so bad in the light. I'm just on my way to find you, but I missed the bus last night. And these stories are constellations. That's how I keep looking up. Just sometimes gravity gets the upper hand and leaves me feeling like a stick in the mud. But now my heart it's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. Let's build this bridge and see it through. You know it's troubling most nights. You know it's troublesome most days. It's just how long I will hold my breath when I know what I need to say. I don't want to drown. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. Let's build this bridge and see it through. And I'm flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. Let's build this bridge and see it through.
All right. We're back here, East Urbana, playing the best of the Midwest on New Year's Eve for you. We're hoping that you're going to have a great 2021. We're hoping that for ourselves, too. And most of all, we're hoping that for Miss Kelly. How do you pronounce Kelly's last name? Boger?
I mean, I'm not really sure.
Kelly, we're gonna
I don't
straighten
wanna-
this
I don't
out
wanna-
next time I
don't
see
wanna
you.
fuck it
I'm
up.
very embarrassed. I don't want to fuck it up. This certainly is probably not the first time you've had somebody need that explained to you. So, Kelly, though, our beloved Kelly,
Yes.
we're gonna read a tarot card for you, and we're gonna hope the best for you for 2021.
You know something I've been thinking about recently?
What have you been thinking about recently?
It's just that we have at the coffee shop, Flying Machine Avionics, Page Roasting Company, we have so many regular customers that I interact with on a daily basis. And recently, it's like come to my attention that I've been having these regular conversations with people for years and have no idea what their names are. So I'm like outside, leaning against my car.
Yeah.
And they'll be walking in or out, and I'm like, hey, you know what? We've been talking a while, and I've never asked your name.
That's the best way to do it.
And
yeah.
And it's kind of funny because you can have these like super deep relationships with folks. And
We nailed it. It's Boger.
Well, great.
Got it.
Perfect. But regardless, still, it's
I
funny
pull-
how you like just can talk, like really consider somebody a friend.
Yeah.
And not even know their first name, let alone how to pronounce their last.
It takes like 4 to 5 meetings if I'm meeting you exclusively like at the bar. Like It's gonna take like 3 to 5 meetings until you get more than probably like, oh hey man, how's it going?
Exactly.
Like to greet you as man or bud or dad or something like that.
I know.
Well, dad's a term of pride, and you don't just give that to everybody.
Well, dad's a term of pride. Are you talking about dad pride?
Well, yeah, of course I am. Everybody's talking about dad pride. Waiting to get dad pride's recordings. Waiting for those to hit the streets. I'm really excited to hear that. I hear that he's been recording with Mr. Matt Wenzel, I believe.
How lovely.
Yeah.
Great news for the whole community, yeah.
It'll be big for the community. But right now, we're going to, once again, turn to the tarot cards. We're going to find out what the future may hold for Ms. Kelly Boger. So, Erin's waving over the deck. She's saying incantations. You can't hear them. She's off microphone right now. But you can trust me that they're very spooky, very mysterious. She's cutting the cards. And what we're going to do now is pull a card from the top of the deck, and we're going to find out what Kelly's card is for us tonight. We have the King of Pentacles. So let's look a little bit closer at the card here and see what we might see. Again, against a yellow sky background, we see a king, and he's seated on his throne. He seems to be almost like shrouded in these plants and foliage and vines and things that are growing around him and his throne. There seems to be something that's binding him around the chest. In his right hand, he holds a scepter. It's held a little bit lowly as his arms are rested on the arms of the throne. In his left hand, it is resting on the circle with the pentacle symbol. At his feet, there seems to be a lush garden. There's just bright foliage. There seems to be some grapes on the vine. very bright greenery. But that's basically what I can see for you right now. But I have no idea what to really infer about this. So I'm going to have to defer to Erin and see what she has to say about the King of Pentacles. I think King is usually a pretty good sign, right? It's a sign of like
yes.
it's a figure of power or authority in some
Abundance.
way. Abundance.
Security and discipline, yes,
yeah.
indeed. Well, from my very primitive research here, what we have found out is that when the King of Pentacles appears in a tarot reading, it means that you're confident and successful at attracting and managing wealth and the resources that you do have. Not only do you identify opportunities for growth and success, but you're able to draw upon self-discipline and control and manage your wealth and invest wisely for the long term. The arrival of the King of Pentacles indicates that you can translate your vision into something tangible, practical, often lucrative. You are the ultimate business person. You do not merely come up with the ideas and hopes for the best. You work hard to map out a plan of attack, gather resources, and manifest your goals, often with success. You're like King Midas. Everything you touch turns to gold. When you apply yourself to your vision, you create huge success, particularly on a financial level. Ooh, Kelly.
Ooh, big year. Big year for Kelly.
Money flows easily and abundantly to you, and as you sit at the pinnacle of your economic power and influence, you can rest assured of your continued prosperity. You no longer struggle. The King of Pentacles often indicates the final fulfillment of a creative task, a venture of some kind. Through diligence, responsibility, and attention to detail, you've achieved something, and can finally say that you've completed a task and attained your goal. You can now enjoy all that you have accomplished. You've created a rich life, full, not just financially, but spiritually, which will set you up well for future endeavors. The King of Pentacles knows that a methodical, planned, and well-thought-out approach will lead you to success. You have experimented in the past with what works best and have landed on your own methods and practices that you know will continue to work for you. Continue down this path rather than trying new ways of doing things. You don't need to take more risks because you already have it figured out. Oh, Kelly. Wow. I guess
Money maker.
I mean,
2021.
it sounds like I need to ask Kelly to be my personal life coach.
I
or
think
something.
so. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I need more of that.
All right, Kelly. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of us in 2021.
That's right. Yeah.
Be sure of that. All right, we're gonna go back to some music. It's about 11 o'clock. We'll probably go over a little bit tonight, so we'll be back to say goodnight to y'all and wish you a Merry New Year before that ball drops. But it occurred to me as we were out having our last break that I haven't played any Falbonauts tonight, which is rare. It's usually an all Falbonauts catalog on Shoot the Shit. So I figure we'll play at least one Falbonauts song and get into some others. If you have any requests, if you know anything that's out there that we ought to play, please do send it our way. And otherwise, hang in there, and we'll be back shortly.
I'm glad that everybody got good readings tonight.
Hawkshoe Harvest 2017. It's my pleasure to introduce Lonely Trailer.
Ohio, I'm making my way back through these roads, back through these hills, down to my home. Everything looks just the same, but somehow it seems everything changed. Ohio. Ohio, I'm gone with the spring, back with the fall, the boy with the map no one can draw. I thought you might still be a friend. I thought you might take me in. Ohio. Ohio.
'cause they're overpaid. Down in my nose and my face, then I ever gonna be the same. Then I'm not older, so they blind. That was good, but it was good. Oh, let's burn it. Don't let them around, go to bed. But the fire, 'cause it's overpaid. That's the stuff that my stars are clouds. I like a second bell. Let's burn it. Oh, yes, burn it.
You guys have fun now.
Thank you. Once again, we are the Dry Look. Thank you very much. You've been very kind. Thank you.
Sleeping with the bartender, babe, you gotta go. But I never know what to say to that, Betty. I'll take one more. Pork chop in a can if you ain't fucking me, feeding me, paying my bills, babe. The bar is closed. Reason and dignity road, and they flow through the holes in the pockets of my clothes and onto the floor. your mama up. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. We're on the floor. This is the closing song. Despite all of my existential handicaps, but it is displacement. You're doing me, it's doing me wrong. Doing me wrong. Baby, but you gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. You know I love you, baby, but you gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. I love you, baby, but you gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. If you ain't sleeping with the bartender, babe, you gotta go. Baby, you gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Down where the water runs over the road, or where you revisit what you already sowed. A slight hill you can see where it bows, where the ditch banks soften and start to erode. I like to rework the waterways, ran a bulldozer for a couple of days, but it ain't exactly necessary, at least not now, and I don't feel like doing nothing anyhow. Try as I might, if I can find faith in a master plan. Another good thing beginning to end, so dividing the forms. I kinda resent that the best of my years must have come and went. Everybody says they can remember when it was all just fields, but I'll do you one better. There used to be swamp and head high grass, and the ducks would dabble as the evenings passed. And not for something to take away, I'd say this dog's had a day. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, and that's all I've got. You made me cry, and I cried a lot. I lost your love, honey, thanks a lot. You told our friends as I was passing by that you're not sorry that you made me cry. You said I deserved just what I got. Well, if that's how you feel, honey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, and that's all I've got.
back here shooting the shit. That was yours truly. Whoop. Truly. I've been drinking a few Busch Lights over
Who's
here.
this
It's New Year's Eve. Truthfully. Anyway. I'm having the Busch Light tonight. We were watching, I don't know if you've been watching with us, there was an arm wrestling match that came across the screen there. Mysteriously, I don't know what happened, but it was from the before times at the Rose Bowl Tavern.
I'm pretty sure I let Keith
Between
have it,
Too Tall Keith Hall and Aaron here. Miss Aaron.
I do miss Keith, wherever you are, Keith.
I do miss Keith, too. If Keith, if you're out there, if you want to drink tonight in spirit of Keith, Too Tall Keith Hall, I bet he's probably out hunting.
I think he's hunting for sure.
He's for sure hunting right now.
At this moment, he has just...
Or he's preparing something that he has hunted.
He's used a bow and arrow, and he has taken out his prey.
He's taken it out cleanly, humanely.
Humanely, of course, because he would never do
Swiftly.
Absolutely never do otherwise.
What a guy.
You can have total faith.
I miss running into that
Too
that
Tall
guy.
Keith Hall.
Too Tall Keith Hall.
When he does that, when anything he does, he's going to execute it with perfection.
He will execute it with perfection.
Indeed.
And mercy.
Of course.
Yeah. Gentle giant. So anyway, what was I going to say?
Well, hey, Brad, can I ask you,
Yeah.
do you have any intentions or ambitions for the new year?
For the new year, I have no intentions really, so to speak. I want to be... I want to devote a little bit more time. I want to devote a little bit more time to like creative efforts. I get, I'm a teacher, and so I spend a lot of my school year busy with classes, and I'll be on a course overload this semester. So I'll be really busy doing a lot of online teaching. So that means now a lot of kind of work to get things ready for online.
Indeed.
But I would like to be able to write more. I'd like to be able to play a little bit more music, record some. Basically kind of nurture that part of my life.
Do you have any time remaining before you have to really
I have a little bit of time. We're going back kind of the second week of January, somewhere around there. But I'm going to be hitting the bricks here pretty soon.
Well, maybe you should set aside one day in the meantime to kind of write these intentions out, or maybe kind of plan out some of these creative concepts.
The thing is this, I'm also very lazy. I'm a very lazy person. So I'll think about writing out the list, about setting the intentions to do these things. How about you? Do you have anything that you intend for the new year you would like to share?
Well, sure. I mean, I'm a very explosive person.
Sure.
So I'm not shy about these things. But I think I would say I would like to buy a building. Mm-hmm. I'd like to buy a larger roaster. I'd like to have full-time employees by the end of this next year. And also, I want to not drink as much, not smoke as much, but still smoke and still drink.
Moderately.
And take more baths, even though I take a bath every day. And have a bigger bathtub. I think those are my goals. I mean,
have a bigger bathtub.
Yeah, that would be a really great thing in my life. Also, spend more time at home. And more time outside, yeah.
Ironically, you're probably one of the few that's not spending more time at home.
I've spent so much time at work.
You're at the shop a lot,
Yeah, it's a very weird reality to be in. It's the opposite, really.
Yeah, I'm home all the time.
I know you are.
I'm home here.
I'm fully aware.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
We do share a home for for the plethora of listeners out there who don't know. We do cohabitate. We're not just hanging out right now.
We would be though. We would be if we weren't out in the hootin' alley, probably.
Oh, absolutely.
How about this, Aaron? Let's just we want to let everybody go. Everybody's going to have their nice special countdowns here in about 30 minutes.
It's true.
We're going to have one of our own, and we hope that everybody's going to have a much better 2021 than 2020. And as far as the cards are concerned, I think we've done 2 readings.
We've done at least 2.
We've done 3 readings so far. We did one for Clayton.
No, we didn't.
Did we not?
No, we didn't.
Oh, I can't remember. Somebody can rewind and let us know. Pretty sure we did one for Clayton.
No.
Maybe not. We did one for me for sure, and we did one for Kelly for sure. Anyway, whatever. Details. The record's been really good though. long story short, it's like the cards have looked really good for everybody who's drawn. I can't think of one that had any sort of negative connotations.
Indeed.
So
True.
why don't we just draw one final one last card for the
The new
general
year.
listener, the new year in general,
Yes,
what we can all collectively hold. So this is just for us all. Then we're going to play one song and sign us out for the night and let you all kind of get your champagne flutes filled up, get those ridiculous confetti poppers queued up, however
Yes,
you
all
are.
of your paraphernalia that you have over there. You
That
know, whatever
wacky,
the fuck you're doing with your
noisemaker
the
that
doodads,
furls
the
out.
blowing devices, whatever
Yeah,
they call them.
the
yeah.
confetti, the balloons, the Auld Lang Syne.
All
I
that
did
plastic
find,
stuff that pollutes the ocean.
I did find on YouTube, I was searching just very discursively here for Auld Lang Syne country versions, and there was a Randy Travis one from some ridiculous movie. I may try and get away with playing that after our final song. It'll probably get copyrighted, slapped, but, you know, that is what it is. Okay, but we're going to go back over to the tarot deck here. Let's take a look and see what the future holds for 2021. Our final card of the night. I'm going to cut the deck for us all. I like to go straight down the middle. I don't know about you, Aaron. Where do you like to cut? You go straight down the middle too, right?
Depends on
Some
the way
people
I'm
like
feeling,
to cut them
you
thin.
know.
Some people like to cut it thick.
You really have to feel the
Right?
spirits.
You got to feel it. It's really just
yeah,
all
it's,
up
it's
to
really because
all up
sometimes it's
to
halfway,
divine
sometimes
chance.
it's
Okay, let's see what we have. I really like this one, Aaron.
the
Magician. We see the magician in a red robe, kind of shawl thing over a white longer robe. He's got the infinity sign above his head. On the table before him, we see the cup, the pentacle, the wand, and the sword. Below the table, we also see the garden. We've gotten the magician recently.
And you know who got it?
Who got it?
It was our dear friend Clayton, who
It's
might be our
Clayton.
only listener.
He might
right
be
now.
the only one here. So Clayton, I think you're bringing us that magician
So
energy.
What this is
I don't
saying
even
is
remember what this says.
This is going to be the year of Clayton.
This is the
evidently.
year of Clayton. Old
So,
Clacks, 2021.
Here we go. This is the summary. As a master manifester, the magician brings you the tools, resources, and energy you need to make your dreams come true. Seriously, everything you need right now is at your fingertips. You have the spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional resources to manifest your desires. When you combine them with the energy of the spiritual and earthly realms, you will become a manifestation powerhouse. The key is to bring these tools together synergetically so that the impact of what you create is greater than the separate parts. Alchemy is at its best here. Now is the perfect time to move forward on an idea that you recently conceived. The seed of potential has sprouted, and you're being called to take action and bring your intention to fruition. The skills, knowledge, and capabilities you have gathered along your life have led you to where you are now. And whether or not you know it, you're already ready to turn your ideas into reality. I think there it goes on, but I think that kind of is a very optimistic reading for the
think
year
so.
for many of us. I mean, it relates to intentions I set, that you set. Also, the year of Clayton, as he was the most recent radio listener to receive this card. So,
yeah. Well, I think I can deal with that. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a really bad one. There's some pretty bad ones. We don't ever seem to draw those. What are the bad ones? Death is actually not a super bad one.
No,
Anyway.
it's not bad at all. But there are some bad ones.
There's some pretty rough ones. We didn't get any of
They're
those.
kind of lost in there. So it's
So.
kind of like the swords. There's a lot of negative swords ones that
All
are
right.
like random.
Well, should
Anyway,
I play like an optimistic song?
I'm boring you.
I'm not bored.
Well, anyway, y'all.
Well, we wish you all a happy New Year.
We wish we were all together. Really.
We hope to see you all soon. I'm not quite sure what to play here. I'll just play whatever's next. Sound like that?
Yeah, and
Is
one
that
more
okay?
song, and then we're gonna just sign out and do the whole make out under the mistletoe deal.
I think that's a different holiday. We were debating this. You can weigh in the chat. But in the meantime, we're going to have one last kind of song, Last Dance. Here's the Falbonauts. What are those things with big black wings?
They are the rooms in our house look like strangers. I wonder what makes me feel so out of place. Why have you suddenly emptied your closet? And why can't you look me in the face? What are those things with big black wings, circling, descending from up overhead? Lies when you tell me they're the robins. Tell me that your love for me will never be dead. You faithfully promised you'd never leave me. You told me your heart had no room for goodbyes. Tell me what makes all this distance between us, and who put that leaving in your eyes? What are those things with big black wings, circling, descending from up overhead? Lie to me, tell me they're the robins. Tell me that your love for me will never be dead. What are those things with big black wings, circling, descending from up overhead? Lie to me, tell me they're the robins. Tell me that your love for me will never be dead.
Tim Hardin song.
Old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Of